evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69 and welcome back to some more replays. Easy damage. Yes, easy damage. And it's mainly easy damage because, again, it is the newbie matchmaking. Now, this battle alone, if this was me driving it, this Tiger, we're watching Ham Berber. You can see on the enemy team the top 4 tanks, the Carnarvon, the KV5, the T44 and the Tiger 2 are all bots. And the same with the matchmaking on his side. The top 4 tanks, all the tier 8 tanks are in fact bots. Yes, because he only has a small number of battles, so he's up against 4 bots, but nevertheless he still has 4 bots on his team, so it's basically a 3 versus 3 here. But of course the bots still do something, you know. They don't just well, apart from this Tiger 2 here, I mean, look at them. These bots are funny as hell, but that is what is going to make it a little bit more embarrassing for our guy Ham Berber in the Tiger 1. Now he is going to absolutely farm some damage. There goes the first bot. This KV5, I mean, these bots are hilarious. This KV5 here, you can tell they're bots. You can tell they're bots. So he's actually taken a lot of damage from the Emil, who isn't actually a bot. He's a real player. So he's only on 500 hit points, and him taking these shots from the Emil is going to come back and haunt him a bit later on in this game. So he knows he has to take care of this Emil. He's the one that's done damage. He's a real player, so he has to take care of him, and that is exactly what he does. Now, there is the T32. I mean, look at these. They're hilarious. These bots are just so funny. They could at least be a little bit good. But no, not these bots. They are just they're funny to watch, and because of it, he's managed to farm up 2.3k damage, or 2.5k damage. It is, however, a 4 versus 6, so there's still a lot of work to do. There goes another bot taken out by a bot. It's bots versus bots here, guys. Like, there is bots everywhere. You look to the left, there's bots. You look to the right, there's bots. And unfortunately for him, the bots are all higher tier, so they're not, I was going to say they're not that easy to take care of, but they should be. But when you do come up against bots, even though they are bots and they basically do nothing, they can still shoot you and they can still do damage. And when you're in a tank that hasn't got the best of armors, they can still easily penetrate you. So he's going to take care of this other guy now. The Tiger 2 takes care of the WZ, so a bot clears a bot yet again, and it is now a 2 versus 3. He is on 3.5k damage, and here comes the Tiger P, that is a one-shot, who is in fact a normal player. So he is going to take a shot from the Tiger to bring his hit points down to only 300, which is going to prove crucial in a short time. So now it is literally a 2 versus 2, but it's 2 real players versus 2 bots. Who should win this game? 2 real players versus 2 bots. I mean, I know who I would root for, but the 2 real players are, of course, tier 7 tanks, and they are up against tier 8 tanks. But again, this Tiger is well, he's showing his weakest side, and that's just goes to show how bad some of these bots can actually be. And of course, he gets the bounce from the Tiger 2. So 4.1k damage he is on, and he's just only blocked that 1 shot from the Tiger. So he is a 2 shot to this Tiger. I do apologize for this. I don't know what's going on with my signal, but it's quite bad. Lovely shot from the bot there, and now he can use this opportunity. That I don't even think the bot knows to drop down. I think the bot just sees the tank and then just shoots, even though he can't get the gun down. It's quite funny. Again, happens there. It's hilarious watching these bots. It really, really is. So there's 5 kills for our guy here, and his last remaining teammate is capping the base before he gets shot from the KV5. Now the KV5 is very, very healthy indeed. He's only been shot once, and he is heavily armored as well. So his last remaining teammate is a one-shot, so he has to be very careful. He has to try and get this damage in as soon as he possibly can. But the KV5, I mean, look at that. If you can bounce from the side of a freaking tiger from a bot, at this point I'm surprised he's not just going full guns blazing in there, but he does actually get penetrated from the KV5, who is just, I mean, apart from showing his gun, I don't even know what these bots are programmed to do, to be honest. Like, they haven't got a clue. And as you can see there, they don't care if your tank's side scraping. As long as they can see you somehow, they are going to shoot. And look at that. It's so funny. Where's his other teammate? I have no idea. They should be... I don't know if they actually know they're against bots at this point, but they should be going at least either side. When they're both one-shots, they should be going at least either side of the KV5. One from here and one from the other direction. So at least they can get some shots off from each angle. So now he's up to 5.5k damage. Is he going to get another shot off? Of course he does. Now the KV5 is facing his teammate, so it allows him to get a bit more damage. And there goes the T23E3, which is a shame because now the KV5 has to look at him. Now they are both, I mean, I don't think the KV5 will be a one-shot. Can he get the shot off? He tracks him. He only tracks him. Surely he's not going to lose against a bot. Surely not. Come on, angle your tank. No, you lost against a bot, man. Come on, you did so well. You did so freaking well. 6,300 damage in a tier 7 tank. Ladies and gentlemen, that is just amazing. And as I was saying in my previous video, how do you know that these are bots? Well, you can see I'm actually logged on to the EU server. I think this is either Asia or NA because I can't click the player's stats. But what you can do is you can still click the bot stats, which is 000. Then you go to the T44 000, you go to the Carnarvon 000, and then you go to the Tiger 000. So that's how you know they're bots, because they just have no battles. So unfortunately, he lost against the bot. That's painful. That is absolutely painful. But you know, 6k damage, 6.3k damage is still not a bad job at all. Next up, Flat Moon, and he is driving the M41 Bulldog. Now, I am pleased to announce that this game, there is 0 bots. There is actually no bots in the game. But what there is still the newbie matchmaking. So it's when you're not top tier, he's actually bottom tier. Now the Walker Bulldog is a great tank. You can either run it with the auto loader or just a single shot gun, which I would recommend using the single shot gun. So he's gone to cap the base. Remember, the Bulldog has 0 armor, literally nothing. So even up against noobs or newbies or even bots, you're not really going to bounce any shots. Not like the other game where at least he could bounce shots with the Tiger. It still has enough armor to bounce from the bots or from the noobs, as the newbies. But whereas the Bulldog, you can't bounce anything. I mean, if you bounce anything, you are a freaking legend, because there's no bounce. It literally has 0. It's nothing. The armor all around is nothing. So they are losing on the cap points. The SU-101 there, you can see his hit points is just going down, and he's just going to use the mobility of the tank to get around. You can see that he wants to focus this guy, doesn't want to focus the IS-6 there. He wants to focus the SU-101, and hopefully he can take this guy out. He does get a shot, but he needs to be careful now as the SU has turned around. So he's going to focus this guy as he is very low hit points, and that was a nice miss there from the SU-101, and he he gets taken out by the KV3. So now at least he is behind these heavies here who is not looking at him. They are looking at the tanks in front. So good positioning now, great positioning, because it means these guys have to turn, and when they're turning, they are showing their weaker armor to the guys, the other guys that are in front of them. So the same here with the IS-6. Getting into this position is a fantastic, it's good. It's really, really good. Not all standing. You don't see it often. Most of the time, people just stay with the team in front of the tank, where at least he is relocated and got behind these tanks so he can get some damage, some easy damage. But his team is losing. They're losing on supremacy points. They're losing on the caps, and the enemy are just about to cap base C as well. So he has to start doing something. Now, luckily, the IS-6 hasn't paid any attention to him whatsoever. But unfortunately for him, he's bounced quite a few shots, a few troll shots, and another troll shot there on the IS-2 Berlin. Now, he's going to go for the Tiger P here. I would carry on going for the IS-6. Now, that's the only downfall I would say about this game. I would have carried on going for that IS-6. Like, why would you go for a full hit point tank when you can go for an IS-6 that is half hit points and he's a tier higher and he's not looking? But because of this Tiger P, it actually took the attention of the two teammates there. So they're not paying attention to the IS-6 at the moment. They are paying attention to the Tiger P. So he is now able to take care of him. Luckily, the DPM isn't as bad on this tank. So the DPM is quite good. And now he is going to focus his attention on that IS-6, who still doesn't want to know him. You can see he's still struggling to pen this guy, but they have to start doing something because the enemy have 3 bases and almost 800 supremacy points. So he is now on 3.3k damage, and no one has wanted to look at him all game, and he is just able to farm this IS-6. When he doesn't bounce, he is able to farm this guy. So now it is a 2 versus 3, but come on, 850 supremacy points. No one is capping the bases. There's some Amarak damage. Why go round? Just Amarak him, dude. Shoot the same position. But no, he repairs his Amarak. Why is nobody taking caps? Now, if that T29 dies, then that's going to just be a lot more harder, because the supremacy points will go to around 930, but he does take him out. And even this Comet here, he just doesn't want to know him. It is a 2 versus 2. The LTTB is a one shot. He takes out the T29 and he is just focusing him, but he needs to be quick. It is now a 1 versus 1. Can he use the DPM of this tank? 3 bases is a lot of bases, and that supremacy points is going up rather quickly. He has the hit points to take care of this guy. He has the DPM, but he needs to be quick. And oh my lord, what a time to get the fire. Wow, that was actually a good game. That was a very good game, but for him it was easy damage. No one wanted to focus him, literally no one, until that Comet. So he got a bit of free damage, but nevertheless he still played it absolutely fantastic. 5,900 damage, well deserved ace, well deserved win. 1,860 base XP in a tier 7 game is amazing. So thank you guys for sending me those replays in. Sorry I dissed the first one. If that is you, I mean, against 4 bots and you lose against a bot, I feel for you. I do feel for you. But however, this game in the Bulldog there, well played. Absolutely well played. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With